right. Always the same, but never the same. Yep. I might come in and say stuff similar, try to keep the show going a certain way, but we all know what it is. I had somebody else came in, and well, I'll say that in a minute, but let's get in here. Everybody knew I was gonna be here Friday. I told you. But then where you guys at? You guys come late when you know I'm coming in. Then you come late, right? Then you come in like somebody came in the other day. Oh, what's going on? What happened? What's going on? What happened? You got to get in here. You can't be showing up late and then asking everybody what happened. Get yourself up in Eaglesware, man, and find out what's happening. But right now, I'm just going to sit here and chill. I'll wait for y'all to get up in here because I'm not seeing no numbers. Usually I see some kind of numbers like floating by. This I was trying to tell some idiot. I might mention this again. I was trying to tell the idiot. I said, yeah. I said, a lot more people come through. He said, you got 8 people in there. I said, yeah, this is dumb. That's why. I went back and checked out the live. It was like 50-something people in here. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. Y'all know how we do, man. I'm going to hold up and wait for y'all to get in here because I'm not going to talk to myself for a while. I usually like to wait a little while, at least 2 songs worth of waiting, because sometimes I play 2 songs. It depends on how much spirit I want to feel from the song. So I usually wait that long before we go. So let me talk in the background. I will talk in the background, but I don't like to feel like I'm talking to myself. But it's all good. It's all gravy. It's all good. We're going to talk about our subject today. You already read it. You seen it. You say, oh, shit, what we got to talk about? Yeah, it's too much going on, man. But we got to talk about what we going to look forward to. And hopefully we don't talk about the same persons over and over again, but we will. Because that's usually what happens. Yeah, that's usually what happens. If we end up talking about the same persons over and over again. Yep. I guess they made themselves so relevant. That's all we can do is talk about them. And so that's what we end up doing. We end up talking about them because that's it. They're the only persons. The main people that that's like, oh, here we go again. Here you go. Oh, there you go. Yep. So, but that's what we have to always end up doing, man. We always end up looking at certain stuff. It's like, oh, man, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again with another one. Be like, and there goes another one. Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about it though, cause I'm gonna bring up something, and it's gonna, I don't know. Hopefully, it don't make people get mad, or not mad, but you're not gonna really be mad like I'm ready to throw hands, but you're gonna be like, hey, what happened? I want everybody. This is gonna be a thinking show too. I got to get some stuff out there to make people actually think. You know, not just. I don't want y'all to not think. I want everybody to think just a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we come in and we're not really thinking. You know, we'll get focused on stuff like boxing, and so we're just focused just right on that boxing. That's what we're focused on. I see y'all out there. I'm gonna get to y'all, but we'll just look at stuff and we're just focused just right on that boxing. Like, oh yeah, we're focusing on this fight, and so we focus in on this fight. We're not focused in on ourselves. Yeah. But we need to focus in on ourselves sometimes too. So we gotta get that self-focus. Because a lot of stuff is not as important as we perceive it or we make it to be. Especially in this time right now, you know, because before I got into anything, I wanted to, you know, talk a little bit about this. I'm not going to expound upon it too much, but I'm trying to bring awareness And let me salute my people out first though. And Don Dada's gonna drop out. He gonna drop Friday. You know he gonna drop in early. Now he beat Gail, so now Gail is gonna come and fight with him. But anyway, that's something else. But Don Dada's up in here, yeah. Don Dada's an Eagles way of boxing. Of course, I read the hieroglyphs out. Same thing, man. I do all the time. The tank, man. Because he got the eagle up there good, man. He got the web up good, the glove up good, the bell, the thumb is up. And before you hit the live button, hit the bell button. I mean, I don't advocate that. I don't care. Subscribe. If you're a good person, then subscribe. If you're not a good person, don't subscribe. If you like anything, if you went through any of my content and you like something, then go ahead and subscribe. But still hit my thumbs up because you visited. So hit the thumbs up, then hit the live. Do not hit the top chat, hit the live button so you don't miss nothing. And back to what he was saying, thumbs up, hang out, peace. If not, the neck will be stretched out with a wrench. He said, lions up in here. He said, Dada, slide down first now. That's right. And he come in, he said, told you what to do when you come in. And no disrespect to anybody, no matter how grown you are, if you're even more grown than me or less grown or whatever, no disrespect to you. Come down. When you sit down and have a cup of coffee or a glass of tea or something like, or a cup of tea, sit your ass down. And when I say sit your ass down, I don't, no disrespect, but come in and sit your ass down and enjoy this conversation. And then Tony Bob's up in his salute that Eagles way of boxing. In the chat, he said, smash the like button and show support. That's right. And then my family, they saluting each other out because they early birds today. Even though Eagles was a little bit late, I was like 14 minutes behind. That's crazy because I was on time. I don't get it because I was on time. But it's just setting up. Y'all know what helped me up though, right? You guys already know, right? You know it's my tea, right? I had to get that tea going, man. Yeah, I had to get. That's hey, that's number one, man. That's what we got to reflect. That's what we're gonna talk about boxing. You know what we need to have or whatever. But the picture right now is being painted, and then I just want to. I'm not really political. You guys know that I'm not political or nothing like that. But what I want to throw out there, you see, a lot of people are going to miss this, and you'll say, listen to the replay. And I might bring it up again, but I think you would feel this is a good point, is for America, this country, the one that they call the USA, why is it that we have so many memorials? We got memorials about everything. And so this whole thing that just came up, which I just lost somebody a couple of days ago, and I told you guys that. I think yesterday I told you guys that. So this a couple of days ago I lost somebody. So how many memorials do we need in America? And why do we have so many memorials? Everything is a memorial for some reason. And how does that play? Does that play on anybody's psyche, or does that play on anybody's emotions? Or how does that come into effect to where we have so many memorials? Matter of fact, we even have a day where we just consolidate the whole Memorial Day. So veterans is kind of like a Memorial Day. We got Memorial, we got the 911 memorial, and now this is probably going to end up being another memorial. Then we end up with so many memorials from different things, different kinds of devastations. But here's the thing, is how many times have we actually really been attacked? You know, how many times have we actually been attacked? You understand? From any kind of, because we, even, during my service, I upheld the Constitution, and part of that oath that you take is to uphold the constitutional rights of the American people and protect them against any kind of enemies, whether they be foreign and domestic. Now, I'm just paraphrasing that, but the whole thing about that is, how many times have I had to do that on this soil? I'm not talking about any other soil, but on this soil, how many times have I had to actually protect? And are these people protected? Because the Constitution, when a person is defending us, they're supposed to uphold that Constitution to defend us, right? And they're not. It seems like that's not being done because our liberties are being taken away. Our liberties are being suppressed when because they did it a perfect way by calling our enemy an invisible enemy. So how do you fight an invisible enemy? You stay in your house. That doesn't seem plausible to me. It doesn't seem like it's something that will work, because if you're invisible, you're gonna get into the house unbeknownst to anybody. But back to the question though, is why do we have so many memorials? And is this whole COVID thing, is that going to create another memorial? Why does America have so many memorials? And why are the memorials always seem to be something just devastating? They're never nothing that's positive. They always come from a disaster or death or something like that. How come we can't celebrate? Like, how come we can't just have a whole straight year in America where everything just went well, and then we celebrate that on that same day that it started to go well? So we celebrate what we call America's Day. America's Day is for everything that's positive. Yeah, we all take the day off and we all do what we want. You do what you want to. You know, you gather with family, friends, or whatever. And this is America's Day. Fireworks, whatever. If you want to have fireworks. America's Day. Why can't you have that? You know, we call it consolidation. Well, I don't know the exact term or name that we would use, but we celebrate all nations. And we celebrate the people. We even celebrate the backs that were stood on in order for us to have this great nation. Just a thought. I just want to throw that out there. But I see you down there, Tony. Tony said, Eagles Way of Boxing, my condolences. Much respect to you, and I accept your condolences. This is the whole thing, man. We're going to be giving out some condolences to people, man, like throughout this whole situation. Whether they direct or indirect, we got to do it. Because we all have our different ways of looking at stuff. And that's right, the medicine man. Ooh. I'm on a strong one today. I'm on that. I can taste that one. That's that blue vervain. Blue vervain. But I don't know what you guys thoughts about that. To have like a day where we just celebrate as just people. We don't have no days like that, huh? We don't have People's Day. We don't have no federal People's Day or nothing. Like, it's People's Day today, man. Forget that. I don't care where you come from. Are you a person? Yeah, it don't matter. You're a person. Person's Day. Don't matter. You visiting? You're a person. That's it. It don't matter. The foreign people can get it too. They visiting, right? Oh, today is People's Day. Make it a good day too. Make it a good day, like throughout the country, where let's say that the weather's good, like throughout the country, or more or less good. You can't really plan something like that. Let's make it May, something like that. Let's make it May or June. Not a whole lot of stuff in June. What, Flag Day? What else? I don't know. Let's make it in June. Just make it in June. Just pick out a day. What is June? June is like the 6th month. Let's make it the 11th or something. No, let's keep the ones out of there. Let's keep that out of there. We don't want no more. We don't want to, because they already have something for 611. So let's do something completely different. So we just do like a 6-5 or something like that. Yeah. No Earth Day. I don't want to do an Earth Day. You know what I mean? Something like, 6-4. 6-4 sounds good. 6-4, or the closest weekend to 6-4. Whatever 6-4 ends up being, the closest weekend to 6-4. We got July 4th. Why not have a 6-4? We got a 7-4 and a 6-4. 6-4, easy to remember, right? He said, Tony Bobs will say, some holidays just don't support. And he said, and most are the biggest ones to celebrate. Yep. And I'm like that too. I don't celebrate them a lot. I really don't celebrate holidays, man. I celebrate a lot of native stuff. I would like to celebrate American holidays. They don't have one that most of them that they have, we as the true people, is we don't like them. Yeah, I know what you meant. That's why I said what I said, Tony. Yeah, I don't celebrate. Yeah, it's hard to support and celebrate a lot of the stuff, though. But we should have, and that's the whole thing, Tony. Is why would you have a state to set up, not the United States? I'm not saying state like that, but why the state of energy, of mind of a person, So why would you have that set up to where you are going to have people that say, well, I don't celebrate none of this stuff. So why? And so I don't know what your reason is. I mean, I'm quite sure it's a good reason. But why do we have people that they want the holiday, but the reason they want the holiday because of the pay and some rest. And the other half want to celebrate because they really have that belief in that belief system, in that celebration. But why not have a day where everybody just celebrates? Where you can't stay at home. Or you can stay at home, but you're going to have company for sure. But why not have a day to where it's going to be too many, it's going to be so many celebrations that you got to get out. You can't say, well, I didn't get out to no celebrations. You got to get out because it's just abundance of celebrations. Because if everybody's going to do their thing on that day, then that means everybody's going to be out. The Chinese are going to be out. Everybody. It's like, dang, Chinese going to have their food out there. Everybody's representing. You know what I mean? Everybody's representing. The Filipinos be out there, have their food out there. The so-called Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, Cubans. Everybody's out there. The Native American, everybody just out there, man. And that'll be like a real Thanksgiving, you know? A real Thanksgiving. It's like, you know, and we can share like a little bit of stuff, like every once in a while. I mean, some of the stuff they're going to be sharing, like maybe some political views or something like that, but why not? That's what it's about. Because if you're going to have all these memorials and stuff and you're going to do nothing but grieving and stuff and, you know, and still call yourself great, I don't see how you can still be great if you got so many grievances. How could you be great at the same time all you do is grieve, man? That's all they keep us doing is grieving. Because the celebration, so when did that happen? How many years is that? Is that 20 years? How long has that been since the infamous 9/11? It's been about 20 years, right? I know one of you scholars out there know the exact date. Yeah. And he's just like me. He just the belief, the understanding of a lot of these things that are holidays and stuff, we can't get into it. And see, me and Tony, I tell people a lot of times, I said, Tony, me and him we're probably total opposites. I wear feathers. I don't know what he wears. He might wear a cowboy hat. I don't know. But I wear feathers. I wear, yeah, I mean, I wear fringe. I wear moccasins. I wear a lot of moccasins and stuff like that. I wear a lot of native stuff. I do my native paintings and stuff. I do my jewelry and all that stuff. I do, you know, and so I know I like to put him as an example because I know we seem to be real different. But I know mentally, a lot of things, we think the same a lot of times because a lot of times I can look out there in the comments and I can see that Tony will actually put down, he'll say, I agree with you at Eagles Web. Whereas I can get Gil and Don Dot in here and they'll fight with me on stuff. They love to fight, man. I don't even know where is Don in here. I know he came in with his hieroglyphs and stuff like that. Yep. Birthday, some holidays just don't. Yeah. Yep. I really don't believe in most of them. Yep. The whole belief. Yeah. 18. Oh, it's been 18 years. So yeah. So 18 years. So that's like I was telling somebody. It was 2002, right? So 18 years. And that 18 it symbolizes a lot of things, man. But people can't put stuff together, you know. But Tony he said 18, so it symbolizes a lot of things. Even 18, the number 18, and I'm not gonna get into a whole lot. Like I said, I don't get political, and people think, oh, that's conspiracy theory and stuff like that. No, it's just there's no coincidence to stuff. Stop thinking that there's a coincidence. Oh, that's a coincidence. No, 18. And most people graduate, even from high school, they graduate at 18. See? But I'm not going to put all the pieces together for you. I'll let you put some pieces together. Because that's part of... We would heal as this nation. We would heal if everything was done in proper form, prospectively to what form it should be. If it was put in proper form, then we'll be okay. Can you imagine how great it would be to be here if everything was in proper form? If you just went ahead and took care of the people that you needed to take care of, if you just did what you needed to do as the so-called politicians, whether they be state, governing, a governing state, a federal, city, even down to the little towns, if everybody did what they were supposed to do, and those people that were needed to be taken care of in a certain way were taken care of, would there be all the crime and everything else? But when you feed into things, like you feed into the media and stuff like that, so now you feed into the media, and guess what happens? People see certain stuff that they can't have and they want. Why have they been made to want that type of stuff? And why have they been made to not even have that opportunity? Because they're not going to get that opportunity. They can't. It's something that they can't do. You see what I mean? Because they haven't been put in that position. Everybody should be put in an equal position to do what they're capable of doing mentally and physically. We can't all have the same job, because that's for the so-called humans, it doesn't work that way. For us all to have the same exact job. But the one thing that we're supposed to have in common is we're supposed to have support. We're supposed to have support. So it doesn't matter what your job is, you're supposed to have support. If one person is cooking, then one person is good at cleaning. If one person is good at cleaning, one person is good at doing something else. Like you're the cook, right? But did you plant all the stuff? No. Okay, so one person is good at harvesting, one person is good at cooking, one person is good at something. See what I mean? The puzzle is not a puzzle because it's a support. You support us, we support everybody's support. Damn, I didn't know you was short on this. I didn't know you needed that. Boom. Then they get it. It shouldn't have to be something where it has to be grant. You have to have a grant, a loan, or something else. You have to, you have to amend something, or what is all this amending and all this? What's that? If you do what you're supposed to do, there's no amending. Oh, I didn't know you wasn't taking care of it. How much y'all need? What you need over there? Okay, y'all need that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Write it out and just do it. Okay, Tony, say be right back. Okay, God, y'all read a lot. Okay, yeah, my son was born on that day. Okay, he said I'll wear it all. Tony wear it all. Shoes, boots, Stacey Adams, penny loafers. Okay, Tony be out there clean. I remember that's back in the day right there. You can tell Tony old school. He said penny loafers. They don't know what Stacey's are. They might know what shoes are and boots, but they don't know shit. My chat don't know nothing about no Stacey Adams. They don't know shit about penny loafers. None. And then here I go. Yeah, down in there. Yep. 2001. Okay. He will be 19 this year. Yep. 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 So he was born. Yeah, so he was born like a year, right? Yeah, that same day, but a year before it happened. Yeah, there we go. And Tony Biles, he said, I agree. We all need to be equal. Yeah, but we need to put it out there in a certain way. You know what I mean? It's just that the whole thing is just supporting, man. That's our whole mission, is to support. I support Don Dada, even though I want to punch him sometime. Because Don Dada is always causing equal way a lot of trouble, him and Gil. That's all they do. They come in and jump on the host. This is a host jump. That's what both of you need to say that when you first get here. You say, this is going to be a host jump today. What? That's all right. I done slayed both of you before anyway. It don't matter. I'll give somebody a round. Like, I'll give somebody a round. Like, I got a round. You ain't undefeated for every round. No, I ain't. No, I don't want to be undefeated for every round. Because that keep me sharp. If I'm undefeated for every round, I'm not gonna be as sharp. Then I'm gonna get handed up for a whole 12 rounder. I'm not trying to get handed up for a whole 12 rounder. I'm like, yeah, man, I let that round go. Yeah, I let a round go. Gil got happy because he got a round one day. And I still see and think about it. And I don't sleep on the rounds. With the round that I lost, I didn't sleep on it because the round that I lost was against Mayweather. that Mayweather got knocked down because he was. I replayed it and everything. I said, there wasn't no knockdown. But technically, I mean, you could call it a knockdown, but they never did. They never did call it a knockdown. But I still gave him credit. You know what I mean? So I gave him credit for the. I gave him credit for the round. Actually, matter of fact, I don't even know if Zab won that round. So technically, that round might have been a 9-9 round. So I don't even know if Gil actually gets that, because Gil was happy because he did get like a round. I'm like, I'll give up a round though. I'll slip up and give up a round, but y'all just ain't getting y'all not getting a fight. You get a round out of me, that's it. Oh, I beat Eagles with 1 round. Yeah, I got that 1 round in on him. Throwing your hands up good because you got that a round in. There he is. I told Don, I said, he'll be here. I said, you might have beat him in here today, but he gonna jump on you for taking his spot. Cause Gil usually my number one. He's my number one guy to get up in here. Everybody who's in the that visits my chat has hit that number 1 spot. But Gil has hit it more consistently than anybody. Yep. I see y'all did though, Gil. He said salute the Eagles web and salute back at the Gil to the Coles out there. Does they play the flute. Hey, but I know that you probably went down. I see E Wood visit my information that I gave out yesterday. E Wood came through and said some things. Gil usually comes through, but Gil, when you came, so the video I did or the live that I did Wednesday, did any of you go back and check? Because we had some idiots in here, but did y'all check and see? Did y'all see how many people came through? And when somebody's saying there's only a couple of people in here, did y'all see how many people actually came through? There's a lot of damn people, wasn't it? Yeah, that's like I was saying. They see that what happens is they see everything lit up with blue, and then they just decide, hey, I'm gonna stay on the outside today. Maybe I'll drop down later. They'll catch one of y'all in here, then they might drop down. But when they see when the chat is already lit up with nothing but blue, then that make people stay back. But we all welcome you. You are all welcome to slide down the web. It's slippery right now. Slide down to the floor. You know what I mean? Yep. So slide down to the floor, and you will be safe as long as you allow yourself to be safe. So I can't promise anybody safety in here. I can't even promise myself safety. So, and I'm the host. So, and I got web watchers in here. They not 100% safe. Because like in here, what we say is anybody can get it. So it doesn't matter. But if you come in like, okay, if you just come in like, yeah, that's respectful chat. Let's talk this boxing with them. But if you come in here like, oh, what's going on? What you talking about and all that? See, that's going to give the wrong impression of you. And you might not be that person. See? Now, deep down inside, even trolls, they probably okay. They probably could be okay, some of them. Some of them, they just don't have no life. But some of them probably could be okay, but they just got frustrated through some other chats. And a lot of times they might think, I'm associated with other chats. I'm associated with Eagles Web Boxing. That's it. So, but they might think I'm associated with other, I'm not no certain group or nobody. They might just, oh, he sound like this other channel. And so they might think that we associated, and then they come in here with the wrong attitude. But don't do that. Don't sell your own self short. Tea time, baby. Yeah, I drank that down because I only got a little bit today. I put a little bit in there. I didn't know what the formula was going to taste like because I was rushing to get it done. But it's good, though. Yeah. Yeah, Gil Cole's in there. He said 60 plus, see? And see, Tony, we had people in here. See, had idiots in here at Don Dada and Tony. But Gil just went check. Gil said, oh, no, Don Dada, and Gil and Tony. Because Don just went check. Don said 60 plus people was up in here. So if it's 60 something people in here, and you're thinking it's 1 or 2, then just because only a couple of them are talking, they're happy that 1,000 of you ain't talking. They don't want everybody to talk. Because when they come in here and nobody else is really, it's people are just coming in watching, then they're cool. They're like, okay, well, that's good. We can get there. They can chat with the host. But if you guys come in talking, now they got to watch everything. That's their web watchers anyway. So that's their job when they come in here. They accepted the moderation. They accepted to be mods. So they accepted that responsibility. And I trust them as long as they click on live chat, because sometimes, like I said, I had Gil was slipping. Had a major troll in here, Gil let him slip through. And we know Quick Girl McGill would have put wrench, hammer, sledgehammer, bat. He would have put everything on him if he would have known. Shock treatment. Hit him with the taser and everything else. But with all this stuff going on, man, this whole, like I said, the COVID and all this other stuff. So what are we going to look forward to when it comes to our boxing? But the question I wanted to ask about the boxing, and the one I wanted to discuss, is not just, because we know what fights we want to see, but how much are we willing to, how much are you guys going to participate? How much do you guys want to participate in this, the boxing game now? I know we're all fans and stuff like that, but how much do you really want to participate now compared to what we were doing last year and in previous years? How much do you really want to participate? And are we anxious right now? Because we're getting the same old stories. I was listening to, I got to go off track a little bit. We're still on top. But I was listening to Charlo. I didn't go to his channel or nothing, but I caught a video. I think it was on Fight Hype or something. He was just talking. They for some reason they caught, I guess they recorded one of his videos and stuff like that. But he was just talking. He said no, he's not. He said he's not the bigger twin. He said he's at 154. He said he won all the fights at 154. So if you're making 154, you're talking about 154. He's talking about knocking your block off. And everybody thinks that they can beat him. One person did beat him, but he came back, did a lot of mouth service, and it wasn't a good look for what happened to him. But that's what I want to see. I want to see, like, a fighter. I don't care if you do it. I would like for you to do it, because your mouthpiece, I don't want your mouthpiece to get you in trouble. That's the one thing I don't want. Is I don't want your mouthpiece getting you in trouble. But what I want you to be able to say, well, this is who I want to fight. This is what I want to do. And then come back and do it. But one thing he is right about, Tony, and Don, or whoever else is in here, what he is right about is why is nobody calling him, saying his name? You know what I mean? Now, of course, you got Crawford. But that's like, you're reaching, trying to keep relevant in the conversation of boxing too much, because you should be just talking about nothing but welterweights. If you're a true champ, that's what you talk about. Even if you talk about like doing something in another weight class, you talk about what you're going to do in your weight class first. You say, well, when I finish doing what I got to do here, because that's a life story if you think about it. You follow that story, that's a life story, right? Isn't that a life story as soon as you wake up? What do? Some people take a bath or a shower before they eat breakfast. Some people take one after, right? But that's their life story. So they wake up, they say, this is what I'm going to do this first, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get ready for work, I'm going to go to work. See how simple that works out? And everybody's program is not the same way. But the one common thing that we must do, most of us, is we have to go to work. See? And that's exactly what happened, is that you got to go to work. Regardless of how you get those steps and get your ass in that car or on that transit or whatever, no matter how those steps go, eventually you got to get your ass to work. Same thing with the boxing. We need to get these fighters in here. Now everybody want to pick on Charlie. Everybody thinks they want to pick on Charlie. And I really don't think you want to pick on Charlie. Because they look at him as, they look at Mel as being, they look at him as being the more emotional one. Not passionate, but I'm the more emotional one, so I think I can get to him. You see what I mean? I can get to him. Okay, well, it's only one person that really got to him, and a lot of people didn't accept that as him winning. Matter of fact, most people that agreed with the fight, they said that Charlo was actually winning that fight. They said he might have been behind on the second fight, which I didn't see that either. I didn't see how he was behind on the second fight, especially because he got a knockdown too, because all the showboating and clowning and the harder punches were coming from him. And see, we try to look at that in Eagles Way of boxing of what's more effective, you know. But Gil, I see you down there. Gil said, who Earl fighting next then? I don't know. Hey, your host is at a loss on those, man. I cannot report on who anybody is fighting. They could say it right now, and I wouldn't. You know what? I'll be able to throw the same information out there. But guess what's going to happen when I throw the information out there? It might change. It's changed. They talking about Wilder fighting right back in October or something. I'm like, oh, come on now. Again. And I'm tired of all these certain fights, man. October is just not a good month for me. It's a lion month. Oc means 8, but it's 10. I make y'all think y'all gonna come, y'all gonna like, he gonna be getting us all the time. He just drop stuff and we like, huh? I never thought about it like that. No, I need thinkers. I need people to be thinkers. No, damn, here we go. Don up here starting something. Anytime I see that megaphone up there, he's starting something. He said Bud just told him keep his name out of his mouth. I'll find out who the king of the jungle. Okay, lion is. That's right. Did he cursing at the end? Huh? I don't know what's wrong with Don Dada, but Don Dada, he can have his opine about it. That's the whole thing about the Eagles. Where if you come in here, at least he's already been in the chat. He's warmed up. He's been talking. He ain't just dropping out the sky and just Earl, Bud gonna take out everybody. See, because you know that I got information from the past that I smashed everybody's argument without even arguing, especially the pound for pound. Pound for pound is too easy to smash if you want to do a comparison, because there will never be a comparison. There won't be a fighter like that. That like the one underneath, like Sugar Ray Robinson. There just won't be a fighter like that. That's too unique and too brave, and didn't care where the smoke came from, and they keep helping my argument out all the time, because you know what people always bring up? People always bring up weight. Once you bring up weight with me, you just killed everything's dead. Especially if you bring anything about pound for pound and you bring up weight, it's already over with, because you said weight. And you got a welterweight fighting a light heavyweight. What's the difference in weight on that? A welterweight fighting a light heavyweight and whooping his ass. But it didn't want it. History didn't want it to go down. The weather didn't want it to go down. I mean, the heat. It was just too hot. And he was whooping his ass. He was wearing himself out. And somebody whoop you is beating up on you so bad, but you big, and you handle it, and you can handle those lumps and stuff. Only reason they have to quit is because it's just too much heat. I don't know how much respect I got for you. I said, damn man, if it was been a nice cold environment, it was over for you. You was about to lose to a 147 pounder. Not a good look. And you 190. So get up out of here. That's right, Gil. Gil said, I don't see nobody at 147 beating Mel. That's right. There ain't nobody beating Mel at 147. Except for Earl. Earl could beat him. They got much respect for Earl. Earl can beat him. But I know Earl can beat him. Because of the styles and stuff. Earl's too familiar with him. Yeah, Earl's just way too familiar with him. So I think Earl at 147, Earl can move up. Earl can beat him. Yeah. Don Dada said, Gil, you can still make 47 like Keith. Gil, can you make 47? Matter of fact, is anybody in my chat? Can any of y'all make 47? If I was at 47, y'all could see straight through me. You know what my profile would look like? Imagine 2 toothpicks glued together. And at the bottom, you got like a little half a toothpick. And on the top, you got an olive. That's what I would look like at 147. At 147, I just, man, please. I don't even know if I would have it, like any meat or at all. I'd be nothing but lungs and stomach, organs and all that covered in skin. That's it at 147. That's like, yeah. Don said you can make 190. Don, you can't. Well, Don, can you can't make 147? Oh shit! See, Gil, you know Gil's gonna be in there, man. I told y'all, man, don't get him started, man. Once you get him started, he takes over, man. That's what the champ do. Champ used to. I used to play champ music. Champ music, you get champ music for 30 days. That's it. 1 month, or however many days in a month. Once you become champ, yes, you can send me your music. I'll strike it up for you. That you get it for X amount of days, which is however many days is in that month. That's how many days you get your champ music. After that, you gotta listen to Eagles Web champ music. Even though Don Dollar tried to steal that, he said, "Oh, that's my ring walk music." Yeah, so my music is his ring walk music, which pleases me because I love my music. See, y'all, you guys is pretty good, man. Y'all pretty smooth, man. But Gil said, yeah. Don said, but Gil's stupid. He said, any wait. He said, if you want to smoke, go see Gil. He'll make you wait. Gil make it if it's low or if it's higher. Gil said, I'll make that wait, man. But Don said 190. He said toothpick with big ass feet. That's it. Toothpick with big ass feet and a little olive head sitting on top. That's what I look like. Don said, I can't make 175. Yeah, I could probably make 175, but I'll feel sick. I know I'll be feeling sick. I'll be feeling sick. I would like to be about like 190. I said 192, I think. I would like to be like that. In between like 192, 190. I would like to be a smaller guy like that. It may happen. It may happen. We eventually lose all our weight anyway. But yeah, it'd be nice if I can hang out. I would do that, but that's a difference, man, from being 300, from 300 down to 147, from 300 down to 147. What do you think the look? What kind of look you think that's gonna be? Especially when you had 300 and your stomach didn't touch your knees. See, and then you got hit the 147. Man, that's gonna be awful, baby. I'm telling you, that'd be awful. You said that's Eagles way? Yeah, that's Eagle, all right. I look like an eagle. Huh? My ribs would be big my ribs would be the biggest thing on me. Ribs. You imagine no meat on the arms? God dang, man. Woo. Let me get away from that thought. But who are you guys? So who are we? I speak to us as a group. Who are we willing to look at? Or who do we want to see? Because we always throw this out here. Who do we really want to see like next? And by the way, if you missed the beginning of the show, I think you should probably listen to the beginning of the show. We wasn't talking about boxing, but some important stuff. So it's always good. Yeah. Don said from 300 to 147. He said that's two Eagles. Yeah. That's like a half an eagle that right there, Don to the dollar. That's like a half. So in other words, y'all see me now, right? I'll be half an eagle. Hey, that's not a good look, man. Yeah, imagine in your mind, look at the eagle over the water. Just cut him in half. He's not doing the same thing he's doing right now, right? He's not gonna be able to hover over the water. You feel me? Oh man, I don't know why I cry so easy, man. I don't know, man. Y'all say something. It's simple. Y'all might say something simple, but it's stupid. I have tears in my eyes, man. Y'all just don't see it all the time. Maybe you do. But no, I said, I know what he meant. He said, but he said 2 eagles. But yeah, yeah, 2 eagles is a half an eagle, man. But if a half an eagle just doing this with the one wing, what is a half an eagle gonna do with just the one wing? You ain't doing too much, man. You ain't doing too much flying. You can go, you good. They'll call your ass spinner. You'll be able to go around circles real good. What's a good name for him? One wing eagle. Yeah, was that a good enough name? Just call your ass spinner. Circle tracer. That's all you're gonna be able to do, man. That little one wing like that. Yeah. But the fights that the people that we want to see fights that we want to see, even though we cried out for it. It's probably not. Even if we do cry out for it, if we haven't, or we have cried out for it before, and if we don't cry out for it, we're not gonna get it. Is it just me, or does somebody want to see Canelo get like this mopped? Is it just me? Am I hating? Y'all let me know. Am I hating, or am I not seeing the fights with Canelo that I need to see? I just need somebody to let me know. If you got that same sentiment, let me know. Because for some reason, I want to see somebody just like smash I was born ready out of him, man. I don't know, man. It's too much phony stuff with him, man, that I like. He need to be exposed, man, because it's just too much stuff, man. With the whole, I was born ready, but then you eating tainted meat and all, man. Get out of here. All right? You up in here with that, I'm the best and I'm this and I'm that, and then you get bad meat and stuff. You need your ass whooped. Do you want to see that fight? I see Don Dada said, I want to see Haney Stevenson and Money P the fourth. Okay. Okay. And you want him. You want Cinnabon and David B. I just don't like it. It might be it'd be a good fight, but I want to see somebody that really like just put. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a hater, but I want to see him get hands put on him. Yeah. And then who should end this fight? Who should the boots fight? Can we get a good fight for him? He won it. Because remember, we got to go back in our conversation. So we got to go back like earlier this week. Was it earlier this week or last week? So now we got to go back and we got to realize, I think it was this week. I think it was Monday. So now we got to go back to the conversation over the last weekend. That was Monday. That came out Monday. And this is when we had all the people with the bullshit. This is where we came out with the 2-for-1s. This is where we came out with the bullshit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So we came out like Monday. I mean, we started reporting Monday. It was already reported over the weekend. And now everybody want to take that COVID tune-up shit. They going to use this. And we had a little discussion about the whole COVID before I started talking about boxing. So if you came in, like I said, just check out the live. And I appreciate your numbers, Don, by letting me know that it was a lot of people that came in here the other day. When we had Asswipe in here, who got erased by the web. They erased him because the web already know that my chat is not, this forum is for grown folks, but it's for thick skin too. And it's not for everybody that comes in here. Like, you guys will see each other, but everybody that comes in here they're not gonna just, believe me, they're not gonna just drop down and just, no matter how much you guys say it. You guys can say smash the like and drop down. Now they might, some of them, maybe a couple of them will smash the like, even if they like, but they'll secretly, or not necessarily secretly, but they slowly, just within the last week, they've been slowly like adding those numbers up. So they've been subscribing, but they're not going to just come down because it's just something about this chat. They're not as willing as like some of these trolls will, but a regular person is just not as willing to just drop down and just start blurting out. just coming down, just saying whatever. What's going on? They're not willing to do that because they see those hammers down there. They say, oh, shit, I'm going to just stay up here and chill. Let me hit that thumbs up and just chill up here. They're not going to just drop. What we talking about up in there? Who's Don? Who's Don Dottie you're talking about? Who's that Gil? What? Once they do that, it's over. Yeah. But that might be a good one, Don. B&B. Boost and Bud, that'd be, why not? We got to get one in. I don't like to go back. I don't like to go too far down. I really don't even like to go down to 135. Okay, but let's do it anyway. So everybody has a discussion. So now this is what I want. This is what I want to see. So let's go. Let's do 135 and 140. So at 135, who do we want to see, Tony? Tony said, "I'm back." At 135, who do we desperately want to see? And let's look past this whole double up stuff. It's because I don't want to hear that. Because that's going to make me so frustrated, because the whole thing about the 2020 last year, I said that 2020 is when we're going to be able to see the boxing we want straight. I said it's going to start off talking, but look how long this is. We're about to go into May and got nothing but talking still. And got these people using, now they got a better excuse. Oh yeah, we'll get 2 warm-ups. I don't want to hear nothing about no warm-ups. Who y'all want to see fight at 135? Who do we want? And then at 140, who do we want? So at 130, I'm not going to go down to 130. But at 135 and 140, who we want? We'll just divide it up, because I don't like to go I'm not going to go way down. So at 130, not 130, well, 135 and 140, who's our 2020 matchups? 2020 meaning vision, meaning what we want to see. And D&D Sports Opinions up in here. He said what it does, what it does, Eagle Web. It does what it do, man, all the time, man. Welcome to the chat at D&D Sports Opinion. And try not to pay too much attention to Gil, because Gil is, Gil likes to jump on people. He can't help himself. That he's a special case sometimes. Okay, Tony put one out there. Tony want the Russell versus Haney. There we go. 135. I want the Russell versus either one too, Tony. That sounds good too, though. I don't know which one I want to see. Haney and Tank. That's good. All those are good. See, at 135, that's what we can see. I can see those. Like, I want to see them. Those are good. See, nobody's gonna put down crap, in the web. Like some chats, if y'all notice, some chats is like, when people ask for matchups, they'll come up with something that you're like, wait a minute, man, get out of here with that. Nobody want to see it. But then again, we're all safe because those are all opinions, right? Okay, so who we got at 140? And I agree with those two right there. Those are good seeable fights. And so what we're doing right now, we're skipping past I need to get that 2-fight warm-up in. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear this at no. And see, Don is just he's so loving when it comes to Mikey. And y'all notice that? Look, he gonna say Regis versus Mikey. Come on now. You just hanging on the Mikey, ain't, huh, Don? Now you hanging on the Mikey. Okay, is that a good one, y'all? Don Dada stated right there. Is that good? Regis versus Mikey. Who wants to see Mikey with a third chance? Now, y'all forgot that he's on his third chance now, right? Y'all see? Don't start sleeping and act like you forgot that he's on his third chance. And don't act like that fight wasn't no controversy, that last fight. So took the smash down, then the controversial fight, and now you want him to fight Regis. Come on. The Ruru. And we already know where I put Ruru. Ruru got his ass put on that when talking ish goes wrong. And a couple of other pages. Yeah, he on my talking ish. Yeah. Don Dada. That would put Mikey out of boxing. I don't know though, Tony. He might be Mikey can battle with Reeds. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's gonna beat him. But I don't think he's gonna beat him. But do we want to see that? If it's there, then we'll watch it. I'm not saying so. The discussion is not, or will we watch a certain fight? Do we want to see at 140? That's the only fight. Well, then again, with Don Dada, I have to kind of stick with Don Dada. You know why I have to stick with Don Dada? Because nobody said anybody else. And that's kind of showing me that 140, maybe 140 is a little thin, right? What about Taylor? What about Taylor and Mikey? Taylor, Mikey going once? Taylor, Mikey, since y'all want Mikey to be in there. Yeah. And that's a good one too. I like that, Don Dada. But okay, let's put the trust factor in there. Can we trust AB? Is that really going to be a good fight? Is that going to be something that we want to see? Or is that going to be something like, damn, I wish I didn't, man, I spent all this time. Is it going to be one of those fights? Is it going to be a fight where we just go, oh, God, really? That's the Broner that showed up? Is it going to be one of those type of fights? Or can you keep trusting them? That's the question. Can you keep trusting them? Can't trust it. Can you keep trusting him? Or can you just trust him to do what he does? Sound good, though. It's intriguing. I'm going to put it that way. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. Because I think that Broner will, he get a little bit of hands put on him to see how he, if he can. Broner does have some pretty good counters if he uses them. He can get, if he can keep his ass out from getting hit, and if he don't respect the power. That's why I like AB when he was at 135 though. I like him when he was smaller. You know what I mean? 135, right? Yeah, I liked him when he was smaller because his wins, he was more impressive and stuff, and he was actually getting wins. He was getting wins. He clowned a little bit too much, but he was getting wins and making it look like, oh, that's pretty decent right there. Yeah. Yeah, Tony said, whoa, I like to see that. Yeah, that's good. Dog said, laugh out loud. Can we trust AB? That's it, though, man. Oh, stop it, Don. Don come right back. You look at Don. Don's an idiot. Don come right back talking about AB gonna do it for the hood. No, I don't want to see. That's what I'm saying. Can you trust them? I don't want nobody who's gonna say they're gonna do it for a certain, like, hood or people. I don't want you doing it for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna get out of the boxing what I need to get out of the boxing. I don't need you to don't do no favors for me. Like, if you're gonna fight somebody for me, that's different. Oh, the fans demand it, then that's what I want to do. That's good. Now I'm standing up for you because you say the fans want it, then that's what you want. But don't do it for me. Fight the fight for me. You know what I mean? Fight. In other words, fight the opponent for us, but then fight the fight for yourself. Show us what you got, because we're going to take in that enjoyment ourselves. So, but whatever that enjoyment is, that's what we're going to take in. You see? So we don't need you to fight, I'm doing this for the fan. No. Fight the opponent for us. In other words, if we choose somebody, whoop their ass. It's I had to break it down like that. So if we choose somebody, that's what we want to see, that ass whooped by you. But you don't have to throw it back at us, though. We don't want to hear nothing, because then I don't want to have to say nothing after the fight. Because this is Eagles' way of boxing. And anybody can come get it. And I know that AB used to say that anybody can get it. But he didn't prove that anybody can get it. But in here, we proved that anybody can get it. Because you come in here, like you came in here greased up, or like you said, we catch you doing something greasy, You done fell in the whole, a whole barrel of grease, and you ain't even trying to clean up your act, and you come up in here or something like that. Your mouthpiece, because your mouthpiece gets you, is the one that gets you in that trouble and stuff. Damn. I don't know if I want to see it though. I don't know if I want to see Boo Boo and Maul. That'd be a good fight though. Maybe I would want to see it done. We haven't got to that weight category yet though. Okay, so let's just jump up then. Let's jump up to welterweight. 147. Who do we want to see next? I want 2 or 3 fights. That's it. Just give me 2 or 3 fights. Because I basically know what this is going to be. Because it's going to be a quick one. So 147, who do we want to see? Like right now, like next. Who we want to see? And we'll skip through the politics. So no politics. So I don't want, because I know some of us have that politics stuck in us. So no politics, but who should be next at 147? Give me 2 fights. I'll tell you if I agree or not. Let me see. I got my 2 fights. And my 2 fights is probably not going to be what y'all think it is. I'm going to tell you my 2 fights before y'all put yours up. Probably because I don't see yours up there. So I'm going to give you my 2 fights. I actually want to see Earl. And to be honest, I'm just going to tell you. I want to see Earl and Ugas. And see, y'all probably wouldn't have that. And I wanted to see in Bud and his buddy. Yep. And y'all know who his buddy is. Suspect, personality, caveman, overbite, Sean Porter. And I know I should probably say that, but I don't know. People make fun of it. It's not like I hate him or nothing like that. But people make fun. People make fun of me. Shit, I mean, good. You got to be made fun of, man. We got to have fun day one day. We don't even have no holidays like that. We talking about holidays earlier. Why can't we have a holiday where you just clown people? Not April Fools, but where you just get to say whatever you want to about somebody. And man, by the way, and they can't get mad. They can't fire you, nothing. But as long as you ain't saying none of the. You can't talk about their parents and stuff like that. None of that. But, Boo Boo Maul, Keith versus the Flute. Keith got to beat the Flute before he can come back and fight. That's look at Gil. Gil said Thurman. He want to see Thurman. He said Thurman versus anybody who's in that contract. Pac versus Mikey. And I can't give you that one. And Bud versus EJ. I can give you that one. But I think I'm still kind of punishing Bud. Because I don't want Bud to. I know that EJ is going to smash Bud. And I know this. He is going to whoop Bud's ass. Believe that. He is. He is going to whoop it. If they decide to fight, he's going to lose to EJ. EJ ain't trying to come in small. He's weighing in at 147, 169 point and 15 ounces or something like that. He's coming in the right weight. He's coming in with the right mentality. And Bud already got underneath his skin a little bit to the point where it's not gonna work out for him. One thing about Earl is if you respect Earl, then you're gonna be able to fight him better. If you talk too much, he's always proving what you wasn't gonna do. Like Sean talking about, he wouldn't be surprised if he got the knockout. Yeah, okay, Sean. Even the biggest headbutt that you threw during the fight didn't knock Earl out. And you think about that. If y'all think about the hardest headbutt that Sean hit Earl with, that was hard enough headbutt to put somebody's ass to sleep. Yep. I don't know if it was hard as Evander's Holyfield's against Romman. Because he put that big knot. That shit was like, he had a basketball on, a cut in half basketball on his forehead. They had to stop that. Like, nah, we can't, man. Ain't no telling what's going to Yeah, but. Oh, I see. Oh, Jay Cooley done fell up in here. Jay Cooley got his late ass up in here. No, well, salute out to Jay Cooley, though. Anyway, shalom out to Jay Cooley. It sucks to Qua. He says, shalom to Eagle and the brothers. What about the sisters, man? Do not leave my sisters out when they come in, man. When y'all do that, they maybe they don't come through no more. Or maybe they call me up and say, I don't like the way your chat don't say what's up to the sisters. I'm sorry. Y'all make me, I got to be the one that's, I'm sorry. But AB, yeah, back down to 140, I don't know. AB at 140 might be cool, though. Yeah, Keith. I said, Keith can send a contract for flute lessons, but not a fight. He said, what the F? Oh, my goodness. Come on, Gil. Gil ain't going to let you get away with that one. But Jay Cooley said, right, Eagle, let Bud keep talking and going. It's going to be like they dog got hit by a truck. I know. He need to keep people's name out of his mouth because he's actually doing too much. Because Earl beat him up, and then he gonna get dogged in the first place. Because once Earl beat him up, and then the Charlos, the one Charlo's gonna jump on him once he get beat up by Earl, because he gonna be right in the ring or something. I told you Earl was gonna smash you up, and yeah, you wanted me, you can come get this too. Yeah, that's what that's gonna be at Jay Cooley. Yep. Let all of them keep talking though. Let all of them keep talking. Okay, so we got a couple of good ones. I gave you guys mines at 147. So let's jump up 154. Who do we want to see? Give me one or two. One or two good fights. Who do we want to see at 154? And I'm going to give you mine. At 154, who you want to see? And mine is in this one, I got one fight that's going to surprise you. My pick is going to actually surprise you. And I'm going to tell you why I pick it too. I'm going to give it to you now because you're probably not going to pick the same one. I want to see Rosario and against Hurd. And I'm going to tell you why I picked that one. The reason why I picked that one, because the BS that Hurd just pulled on us, after losing that little BS that he just pulled on us right now, I just want to see if you real deal, you want belts, and you want the support, then you go in there and you knock Rosario out, or you just get beat up. And then if and when he beats you up, we don't want to hear about you no more. You can just go ahead and be a gatekeeper. Oh, Don, put that down. That's what I want, Don, right there. Don said banana bread versus Hurd. Don't get that banana twisted, man. People got that banana twisted. Oh, I'm gonna smash up a banana. I'm about to make this banana pudding real quick. No, it didn't work out like that. You're not gonna do that to him. Not gonna do it, baby. I'm telling you. Now he's a strap holder now. So does that strap holding mentality, like I said, if you have a strap, does the strap holding mentality, does that change things for you? Now we've seen some instances where it didn't really change things for people and it kind of messed people up. Or we didn't see some one-hitter quitter strap holders when we like, what the hell's going on? How many strap holders did we have this year? Go from last year into our last fight, how many strap holders did we have that was just, one-hitter quitters? Like, they got the belt and then, oh, I don't want the belt no more. It's like, really? Right there. I see you down there, King. King finally came through. He said, salute, Eagle. Last time he came through, you had conversations, King. But salute to King Louis. Yeah, people was talking to you, man. You wasn't nowhere in the chat. They was still hollering at King. They was like, King this, King that. I'm like, I said, King ain't answering. I said, so if King ain't answering, I said, he must not be around. And I knew that. I knew King wasn't around. If he's not answering y'all, because he's not going to do y'all like that. Because King is going to talk to y'all. Now I say J-Rock versus Tony. No water bottles allowed. Well, we want to see that, but I mean, like right now, is that the one we want? Like right now, what's the one at 154? Who do we want? Like right now? Like right now. And that's kind of cold that we're not talking about Charlo. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't put. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I didn't put Charlo. Just so I'm not trying to leave Charlo out. But the reason I didn't pick Charlo, I want to see him fight, but who the hell wants to fight him? There's a lot of mouthpieces out there, but who really want to fight him? Everybody making up excuses. So whatever. They're making up a lot of excuses. But I'm just telling you, I want to see the Hurd fight. And this is for King Louis, because King Louis think Hurd is still about that. No, not really, but he think J-Rock is still about that action. But J-Rock don't want nothing. J-Rock don't want Charlo. I'm telling y'all that it's not going to happen. But the reason I want the Herd versus Rosario, this is the reason I want it. Just like I said, I want it because do you still belong, Herd? And do you belong? So it shows that both of them belong. And I think that strap, just holding that strap and being able to provide for his family and being able to get in the shape that he need to get in, and he's young too. Well, he's only like 22, 23. I'm talking about Rosario. So it's like, regardless of what happened in the past, I think that he's gonna be willing to. That'll be a good fight though. But the Harrison and J-Rock fight, that's a given. That's a given. They both coming off of KOs. But I'm telling you what that's not. I'm telling you what that fight is not. That fight is not really a test to see who can really take some banging. You see what I mean? That's like kind of a dream matchup for fighters, boxers, for a boxing style. But is that going to answer me this question? Will that show us where either one of them is? Huh? Is that going to show us where they at though? Hey, King Louis, what do you think, King Louis? Is that going? Would that if J-Rock fight if he fights Harrison, is that going to show us where either one of them really is? Or is that kind of like we just both need to get paid? And that's the question that I just said, Louis, but that go to any of y'all. Is that like, oh, I just want to just go get, man, we might as well get the fight done so we can get that pay. Is that what that is? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. King Louis said he must have left. Yeah. Give a shout out. Okay, left again. Yep. Salute, bruh. And then she said, he break. He said, nah, J-Rock, God dang, Louis will call you a pussy quick. He don't care. He don't care. Once you disappoint him, he gonna get called the word. Once you disappoint him, because he'll roll with you. That's one thing I like about Louis. He will roll with you though, but you do some more fake shit. You know what I mean? I'm not as hard on him, but I usually get there as later. I'm gonna get you because you're gonna have to come up in here anyway. Especially with your mouthpiece. I went light on Wilder because I wasn't 100% sure, but then I had to do a whole lot of investigation on that. But once I found out what really went down, I'm like, nah, Wilder, you don't even need, if you was hurt or whatever, I don't want no, you don't have to give no excuses or nothing like that. Because the dirty MF was cheating. And I don't know how many shows on that dirty MF was cheating. Yep. Yeah. He said all hate aside, he said I got Tony over J-Rock now. I think it's a good fight. But not to be next. But it's a good fight. Yeah, that's what I told. That's what I was just saying, King. I said it's a good fight. I would like to see the fight, but I'm just asking. The reason I'm going through these divisions because I want to see what one fight. And I know y'all gonna come up with more than one fight, but what one fight do you want to see? Like right now, like what would be next? Because I really don't care if Charlo, for me, I can't say it's over with for him because as far as opponents, but he might as well. It's almost like it's over with for him because it's like, who are you gonna fight? That's why I said Herd. That's why I said Herd Rosario. Let's to see if y'all really belong. Because just think about if Rosario smash up on Herd, it's over with. Herd can't afford to lose to him. He got to come out and do something. He can't get rocked and all that. Once he get rocked, he going to sleep. This is going to be the only time he went to sleep. He going to actually go to sleep against him. Because this kid don't play once he gets you hurt. Once he feel it, especially if he start biting through your power. But at 154, because I can match Charlo with anybody. But I want to see it. But I want to see what these other fighters do because we don't know what 154 does have monsters in it. But I want to see what these other monsters. I want to see what these other fighters can do at 154. Because you've been exposed, a lot of y'all. So it's like, are you still a monster at 154? So the whole J-Rock. So J-Rock, for some of the opinions in Eagles Wear Boxing right now, is that J-Rock is just not that monster right now. And Williams and Harrison is just not that. He's just not that one right now. But you still got people holding on to his coattail and hoping that Harrison is that one. Well, he just got caught. And they believe in that. But he got caught more than once. You got to realize he got caught before he took 4 uppercuts. He got caught earlier in the fight. And can you be a champion if you can't ever get caught? So sometimes you got to bite down on that mouthpiece like, oh, shit, like, you hit me. You got me. You got to be. Do we have that champion? And I mean, I'm not trying to, you know how I do, though. But I end up broadening the conversation more and more. But which one of these champs is really going to bite down on that mouthpiece and say, and just dig into it and get it done? Those are the fights that I'm hoping that you guys come up with. And that sounds decent too, though. He said Ugas versus Boots. But you know what I want, though? I want Ugas and I know he's not a strap. I mean, he's not holding the strap, but I want to see him versus Earl. See what Earl can do with him. Because ain't nobody doing that with Ugas for some reason. Y'all slipping by, man. You champions or you so-called, you ones I have up on the mountain and stuff that you will fight anybody. Y'all starting to slip. Let's look at it. Let's just look at it, man. Because a lot of them, they starting to slip in my mind. It's like, man, are you serious? Because some of them done fell off here already. And I know I didn't have Harrison up there because I had him up there because I knew he was, the goods and nothing. No, he's just up there because Charlo's on there. That's it. But what you gonna do, Sean? I want to see Sean. Like I said, 147. I want to see Sean versus his buddy, Nabiscus. I want to see it. And we already talked about the Haney. So everybody put down who they want to see Haney against. So that's what we want to see Haney against. So get Haney up in there. Okay, so now we're up to 160. Who do we want to see? Who do we need to see next at 160? Who we need to see, like right now? Cause we've been waiting. Think about it. How we anxious. We want to see it. I don't care about the rest of them. Like, okay, that can happen later. But right now, we want to see this at 160. Who do we want to see at 160 right now? And I'm going to let y'all have this one. I'll let y'all have this one. 160. Who do we want to see at 160? Before we go up. See if y'all in the same area where I'm at. Because I know because one thing we don't, and a lot of people are saying that too. I see what Louis just put down. Yeah, we got that earlier. Yeah. So that must be, so right now the consensus is that's it right there. Boo Boo versus Charlo. So I'm not going to, and don't think I'm not hating or mad, but I'm not going to talk about, I'm not going to go up to cruiserweight, and I'm not going to go up to, so we're only going to do 2 more weight classes. We're not going to do cruiserweight. We're not going to do heavyweight. Because I don't want to fight. Because heavyweight it's too obvious. We want to see that damn rematch first. That's our first things first. That's why we don't even have to talk about that one, because we want to see the rematch first, because first thing is first. And that's what we want to see on that one. But I see you down there. Oh, here's Sir Flame that fell up in here, y'all. Sir Flame says salute at Eagles Web. That's right. He said salute to the chat. And as always, jab the like button. Oh, y'all neck. He said don't get the neck up in Eagles Web boxing. That's right. 100%. 100% stretched out. Yeah, y'all know how we do it up in Eagles Web. 100% we stretch that neck out, man. At least I'll stretch it out. I get it thin first because I want the head to fall off. But my web don't wait. My web watchers will put hands on you. So just be aware of that. But that's a good one, though. I can live with that one, though. Since King the only one going to respond to that one, I'll live with that one. And matter of fact, there's a couple of people that said that. Okay, so what about 168? And stop that shit, Don Dada. I see you come down at the bottom. All of a sudden, you just, my eyes catch certain stuff. Like I might talk 5-10 minutes and not catch nothing. But I catch Don Dada's ass trying to sneak that in, because he going to put in like small letters. He put AJ versus Fury. And then he laughing out loud. He's not going to come in yelling that shit. So that's when you know he's playing, because he put all small letters too. Yep. What Louis said, because Canelo ain't going to fight anybody neither. Neither is GG. Yeah, we talked about that the other day, Louis. Yeah, so because this is what we don't want to do, because we don't want to talk about. I don't want to hear nothing about no. I don't want to hear this shit, because they using this. They playing us again as fans. They playing us again with this damn COVID. They done play it as all. Now everybody need 2 tune-up fights. Everybody, every weight division, everybody need to get a tune-up in. Oh, I need to get that tune-up in. No, you need to get your ass in there and sign the contract with a killer. You supposed to be a killer, then sign up against a killer. I get tired of this, man. How you gonna not sign up against a killer if you're a killer? I'm a killer, huh? You gonna sign up against somebody named Cotton? You gonna fight a fighter named Cotton Candy? Billy Cotton Candy Smith. That's who you gonna fight. You ain't gonna fight Killer, right? Huh? Why you not gonna fight him? You ain't gonna fight, what's his name? Mike the Madman Johnson. You ain't gonna fight him. I'm just throwing some fictitious names out at y'all. But what sound better? If 2 people fighting, right? You got 2 people fighting, right? You got one, you know what I mean? One of the fighters, you got Sam, the Iron Man Jones, right? So Sam, the Iron Man Jones, is about to fight the Rock. James the Rock Taylor, or something like that. Or you got James the Rock Taylor, he's about to fight Ricky Cotton Candy Welsh. Which fight you want to see? Now, some of y'all sick in the head and you want to see the Welch fight. I know that. And the reason you want to see the Welch fight is because you're sick. And another reason you want to watch that fight is because you haven't seen a smash-down in so long that you want to see somebody just get, basically flew through in like, how many seconds of a round? In like 20 seconds of a round. See, that's the sick one of you. But the ones of y'all that think, y'all like, okay, yeah, we want to see it. I want to see somebody. I want to see a smash down, but I want to see 2 hard fighters going against each other. And which we ain't going to get that with Canelo's ass. All he going to do is pick from now on. Oh, you mean I can just pick and choose and still get paid? Come on now. How many of y'all would want to, if you're in a hard business like that, how many of y'all wouldn't do the same thing? Y'all do the same shit. Oh, I can just, you mean I can still keep the bill? Y'all be on that old master shit too, man. Get out of here with that. Yeah, Boo Boo and Charlo will be a good one. Sir Flame says salute to the original at Don Dot. Okay, Plant versus anybody. Okay. We put Plant against anybody. Get up in there, Plant. Yeah, but that's a politicked out weight division. But do we still got 4 champs, or do we got 3 now? I done forgot now. Do we got 3 at 168, or are we still at I said 168. Where we at? 17? No, yeah, we're at 168. Yeah, Plant versus anybody. Did you hear T.O. versus Loma won't be next? They said turn ups are needed first. See, that's what I'm saying. All these tunes up. I need to get these tunes ups in. What's all this tune-up stuff? Everybody's on break. Huh? If you got skill for skill, do you need a tune-up? Think about it. Do you need a tune-up if you skill for skill with somebody? That's good right there, Billy Joe versus Plant. We want to see it, and we got to call them, so that's what we want to see. So think about this. We skill for skill, right? We play, let's say we play, and I always do the analogies with like another sport. Like even like basketball. I like that. I like to use that one because that's one of my sports too. So you got 2 guards, right? And they both basically identical. They're both basically identical, the teams. You got 2 basketball teams. And they about to go into like championships or whatever. So they had to take a break. But they both took breaks. And the team is evenly matched. So it's going to probably go 7 in the playoffs and stuff. So should they warm up against somebody else first, some other teams that they can obviously beat, their championship teams, and then go against each other? Or because they both had the same break, they're going to have the same rustiness? It sounds like to me that the fighters is fighting scared. Yeah. Louis putting everybody down for a tune-up. He said Danny Jacobs versus a tune. Yeah. Yeah, he said Daddy going to 50, 54 and 20. Yeah, everybody always hollering about what they doing. They moving up, they doing this. Danny they don't want nothing. Because what they doing, they projecting who won't be in the division at that time. That's what they do. Only time somebody said they want to move up, and yes, they're calling it way early in their career. If they're calling it way early in their career, they might not be looking at it that way. But if they're calling it like late, when you already know that, oh yeah, all the championships is about to change hands. This other fight, this killer is going to probably move out time I get there. That's what they're looking at. They're looking for who? The neighborhood. It's like at home or something like that. Everybody check the neighborhood out. They checking the neighborhood out. And if all the killers is gone, yeah, of course I want to move up. Because the killers are gone. Let some killers be there. Get your ass in there when the killers is there. All of them talking about, I need the warm up. Everybody needs the warms ups. What the hell you need all these warm up for? Everybody's been out. Ain't no warming up. Get your ass in there. Just stay in shape. Stay in shape. Get your ass in there and fight. Everybody need a warm up. I need to get this warm up in. To me, like I said, man, it sounds very suspect. It sounds very cowardice to me. And it sounds very like I'm scared. I don't want to lose my strap because I seen some other shit that didn't happen. That's what it sounds like. It don't sound like they just throw me in there. Earl's the only one that was talking about throwing me in there. Okay, now Louis back. He said, Danny Jacobs versus Jaime Munguia. All right. Is Jacobs going to fight? Is he going to let his hands go, or is he going to just have flashbacks? That's a good matchup. But somebody got to throw hands up in that fight. Yep. And Don, you was talking about Danny Garcia. Hopefully you was talking about. Hopefully you wasn't talking about Danny Jacobs. It's going down. I'll see you back down there again. He said Danny versus Banana will be a good fight. Eagles Web don't want to see it. Oh my goodness, I do want to see it. I want to see it. If Danny can get his ass up in there and fight Bananas, go on in there and fight him. He's not. Oh my goodness, man. See how I'm quiet right now? But I'm going to ask this question anyway, though, since he brought it up. You start bringing stuff up, I'm going to get you. But anyway, so you bring it up. So I'm going to ask this question to anybody in the web right now. So, is Danny's hook rated just right? Is his hook underrated, or is his hook overrated? And that's the question to the web, and anybody who's visiting. Anybody who's visiting, answer that question. Huh? Danny Garcia, is his hook rated just right? Is it overrated, or is it underrated? And then you can start doing the math yourself. It depends on what comes out of your mouth next. What's going to happen after that. And I might be over to agree with that too, Louis, because Lubin but the only thing with Lubin is it's kind of his style. Is that style might do something. It might get him a win. But he had to fight a great fight though. He had to fight a great fight. Because I think if Banana think that he losing, he gonna put some. And see, a lot of these fighters, man, they susceptible. And that boy do got a good uppercut. They susceptible to uppercuts. A lot of fighters, man. Well, an uppercut is just a monster of a shot anyway. But some of these fighters can't take those uppercuts at all. They cannot. Huh? J-Rock can't take uppercuts. Harrison can't take uppercuts. So it depends on what the formula, what that fight looked like. I would like to see that fight. That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting fight. I would love to see that. It'd still be interesting, regardless of what it really happens. It'll look good. And Don Dada put it was over. And that's what I'm saying, Don Dada. It's overrated, man. He's not gonna do the damage to the elite fighters, man. Or bet the fighters on the top echelon. He's not gonna do the same kind of damage to them. I'm sorry, he's just not. It's just over his power. All that's overrated, man. It's not going to do the same kind of damage. And that's when you start covering up. That's why Mikey might walk around at 175, but when he got in there with Earl at 147, he realized, oh shit, my power and shit, it just ain't doing what I thought it would do. And he couldn't back Earl up off him. When you got a fighter when you got to beat a fighter up off you, that's one thing. But when you trying to beat a fighter up and it ain't working, then that's another thing. That's the difference. When I'm trying to whoop your ass, and I'm not successful. See, then where do you go from there? Then that's a whole different plan. Yeah. Louis said it's real, but I do think Louis said it's a little overrated. Don just said over, but Louis said it's just a little bit overrated. I don't give him Louis. I just don't give him like a whole lot of credit for it. I know it's there. It's a weapon. It's real. Like, yeah, you're right though. You're right. When you say it's real, but I just don't see it. I don't see it doing the. Okay, put it this way. I don't see it doing the damage at, when it comes to, the fighters on the top. That's what I'm saying. I told you I wasn't going up there, Don Dada. He already up in heavyweight. I said I'm not going to do heavyweight, and I'm not going to do cruiserweight. I said I'm not. It's enough. Matter of fact, this next division, okay, so 175, who do we want to see next at 175? Who do we want to see next? 175, and this is the Don Dada because he don't listen, at 175. I already called that fight. The Ortiz-Ruiz. Ruiz don't want none. Ruiz is on that whole warm-up shit too. Everybody's on that whole warm-up. Well, I didn't get some warm-ups in. Huh? Warm-ups. Where does this talk, now, did this talk come before Tyson Fury or after Tyson Fury, or is everybody using this whole situation that we're going through, is everybody using that? Is everybody, I see what, that's a question too, because I see what Louis trying to make me cry, but I see what Louis wrote down there. I'm not trying to get it. Y'all can read it, but I like to say it out anyway. But let me see. So you guys got a couple of questions presented to you. So is this two for one shit that they pulling? Y'all know I call it 2 for 1. Instead of getting one fight in, or it's actually 2 for 1 to make that fight. I need to get 2 fights off, and then I can fight the real fight. Get the hell out of here with that. Why are you taking the fans and stuff to that? And why? And see, I'm gonna throw some more questions out there. And so, why is nobody just being like Earl? At least I don't know if Earl's gonna get it done, but why come nobody's talking like that? Now I don't want no tune-up. This is fight. I want a champion right now. How come nobody's talking like that? God dang. So in other words, boxing is like boxing and took some steps down, right? We was just climbing up a little bit. We just going up the ladder, and now we just fell off. Now everybody's just falling. That's bullshit, man. Come on now. Now we just falling down. Get out of here. Oh yeah, okay, Louis. Yeah. He said Gilliam or knock banana. Don't forget. I didn't. I said I'm not bringing up. See, the reason I believe that every fighter deserves a chance. He's young though. That's the whole thing. He's young. And I'm not saying he can't nobody put him out, but what I'm saying is I listened to him, Louis. I didn't listen. My eyes and everything else might tell me one thing, but that fighter I actually listened to. A lot of fighters I don't listen to. That I didn't get a decent camp. Now, you bring up a good point. Everybody knows what you just brought up, which is funny, because you said Ruiz versus Jenny Craig, and we talked about that shit for a long time. It's like how you disrespecting the sport, bring your ass in there like the Stay Puft, because I called you the s'more smashdown, man, and because the marshmallows, everybody know that what s'mores, because he likes sweets. So I just put a whole dessert together, said s'mores, and called him the s'more smashdown king. And he ended up smashing down s'mores the wrong way by just eating them, and brought his ass in there, and AJ played tag the fat boy on the playground with his ass. Yeah, so he got a better chance of need to fight with Jenny Craig and get some of them pounds off his shit. Yeah, you're right, Don. A good boxer, if it's a great boxer, really a great boxer, a good boxer sometimes can, but a great boxer always can take away like a punch. Ali was perfect with that, taking away your punches and say, "Oh, your punches, yeah." Better Beer versus Bivol. Yep. We get another B&B. We had a B&B earlier. Bud versus Boots. Somebody put that up there like that. Yeah. And then now he's all of a sudden he don't know nothing. Oh, I don't know about the 170. You don't know? Just throw somebody out there. We got enough fights anyway. But just in those how many divisions was it? 140, 147, 154, 160, 168, 175. So 6 divisions. Within those 6 divisions, we had a pretty good fights that we want to see. And hopefully we can get these fights. Damn, Louis back again. He said Puppy Slayer. Puppy Slayer versus Marcus Brown. Let's just get them in there. If we want to see it, then knock out the back. Who is the champ at 47? Who is EJ calling out? Oh my goodness. Chicken champs only? No. EJ will fight anybody. Now we'll say the fighters will fight. And my point of the discussion and the conversation wasn't to say that these fighters aren't fighting. The point of the discussion is, why do these fighters need all these other extra fights that we never want to see? Okay, I got all you boxing scholars in here. I just want one person to tell me, why do we need all these extra fights? Or do we need them? Or did somebody give me some kind of argument about it? Somebody, I know you're going to get slayed, but still, just at least bring it up. I might not smash completely on you, right? You my web, so I'm not going to I ain't going to go completely off on you. You see what I mean? So somebody give me something good to go with, or why we need these fights. Because I think I covered it already, but I just need somebody to tell me why we need all these extra fights. Can somebody please tell me, why do we need all these extra fights? And you know me, it's hard for me to just be silent, but I'm trying to wait. So if you don't think that we need all these extra fights, you can say that too. But if we need them, just let me hear it. And somebody let me know, man. Come on now. Okay, I put it up there. Don wants to see it. That's what he doing, Don. Because that's what this shit is right here. That's what this whole to me, that's what this whole 2 fight is. This whole 2 fight thing is him right there. That's what that whole 2 fight thing is. Oh, I see the Rooster. Yeah, EJ calling out. He said Rooster champs only. That's okay. EJ calling out. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he calling out the chickens. Actually, even though we call him a chicken because his male chickens, still a chicken. He a rooster too, but he got his shoes on good and he can run. Nobody expecting to see him move like that. The chicken up here. Yep. You're right too. That's a good point too though, Louis. So we're gonna watch 2 people that got knocked out fight each other. Harrison and Williams, and Lubin and Bananas. That's right. But the way Lubin, the person Lubin got knocked out by is not gonna be seen again in at 154. And somebody say something too smart, because he could still make 154. So if one of them say something real bad, he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back down. But you're right. Lubin is young and got knocked out by a lion. Banana is young and got knocked out by a journeyman. When it comes to Lubin and J-Rock, before the 2 KOs, he said it got labeled chinny because of their losses. What about Bananas? Yeah, he could be there, Louis. I'm not arguing about that. I'm just saying this is the difference is most of the guys that got knocked out, they start hiding and ducking. Lubin, I mean, even though Banana he more or less got gifted, but Lubin wasn't looking for no real heat after he got his ass knocked out. He wasn't saying, I'm gonna take one fight, I want to get a championship fight. Was he hollering like that? Like, I need to get a championship fight in. See, that's the difference. And so I can't compare him like that because Bananas did get one and he beat a good champ. The person he beat wasn't no slouch. And was trying hard. And should have did better than the journeyman, right? But now, like I said, when you get your ass knocked out 2 times, then that does something to you. When you get beat up, when you get knocked out and then you just get beat up, then it's different. Because he got knocked out and then beat up. You can't go from getting knocked out and then getting beat up. Because if you go from getting knocked out to beat up, then we think we're probably going to start, fleshing your career on you. That is stupid. He said, I did Ali versus Shields. He said, who is the GOAT? Yeah, and see, Louis gonna jump on him. See, there you go, Don. Now you can go at Louis. Cause Louis said Bud ain't fighting nobody at 147, but nigga got shit to say about Earl's resume. 147, that's crazy, right? And I'm just handing Bud a couple of people though, man, cause they want to gift Bud. I don't give a shit. I'm not gifting no fighters. Everybody want to gift Bud. Oh, he's a champ at 140. Woo, woo, woo. No, I'm not gifting no fighters. What I'm saying is get your ass in there with the top 5. I'm not even trying to throw you in there with Pacquiao. No, get out of here with that garbage. I'm not trying to get your ass in there with Sean or Ugas. Get your ass in there with somebody. Because then we're going to feel better about just giving you to a champ. I don't care if you was a champ before. We're not going to just get... Some champs can move up and fight another champ, but some just can't. Because what Earl did what he's done so far at 147, guess what? He can go up and fight a champ at 154. But you can't go up and fight a champ at 154. Then you're going to be working again. Now you got to work hard through the 154. So that's what I'm saying. It don't work that way. It's kind of a business that is not just cut and dry, which we all know that anyway. And since nobody wanted to answer the question about the whole two fight layoff shit, like I said, I think it's a sucker move for all of them. And I need people to stand up. Everybody talking about Lions only and all that and all this other stuff. Because I was listening to Charlo's video, and Charlo said he want all of them. He said, if you're a champion and you at 154, I want you. Simple as that. If you want to bring the smoke, Earl said, I don't want no warms ups. I don't want no tune ups. See? How come all the respected boxers that you know, how come none of them's talking like that? That's what I want to know. How come your fighter, the one that you back, how come he's not saying that? Why is your fighter, I'm not picking on anybody individual, I'm just saying. So why is your fighter talking about tune-ups? Huh? Why is everybody's fighter talking about tune-ups? All the fighters that we want to follow and all that, why is everybody hollering about some tune-ups? Huh? See, nobody's answering that. Why is everybody, not just one, but why is there's too many divisions, all I need to get a couple of fights in. Get your ass on the Jenny Craig diet, Ruiz, and go fight Ortiz. You ain't scared to fight nobody. And Mr. Born ready, just like Louis said, you ain't gonna fight nobody. You garbage. You ain't fighting nobody that we want to see you fight. Fight nothing but setup fights, cause you getting paid. I could just stay in boxing and get paid. That's what he's on. To be honest, that's what Cinnamon's on. To be honest, he's on that tip where I can stay in boxing and just get paid, do this, blah, blah. That's what he's doing. But a lot of people some people just don't see it. Y'all ain't gonna see it. Don said that chicken 10-yard dash can get him drafted tonight. Yeah, that sprint. Yeah, he take off pretty quick, man. Yeah. Yeah, we can't say the he said said we can't say the fox can't fight, then run across the street. Yeah. Oh, come on now. That ain't why the chicken's running. The chicken running because he see your ass right behind him with that bread and hot sauce. That's why that chicken running. What I said about EJ resume ever. No, who's picking on you? About the resume of Earl. A lot of people do pick on Earl. That's what they do. They call out people. The people that keep it real. They always. That's what they do. He said Eagle. He said Eagle blocking the undisputed unified lineal champion. I'm not trying to block you, man. You go ahead. If you can win, any of y'all can win. Y'all get the win in. But once this thing is over, we're gonna go back to we're gonna do an Eagles Web championship again, man. I know y'all want to dethrone Gil because he need to be dethroned. I'd rather have Louis as champ. Cause Gil done left my chat, so I can talk shit about him. Cause he done left. Cause you know, what you talking, Don, he would have said something by now. There you go. He said, "Who is champ at 47? Who is EJ calling out?" He said, "Champs only." Yeah. That's who EJ calling out. It's champs only. That's right. But you see what that's all EJ is calling out, Louis. You wrote the same exact thing that Don wrote. You messing with Don. That's what he said though. Yeah, but he might have meant it the way I said it the second time, Louis. He might have meant it that who is champ at 47 and who is EJ calling out. I'm gonna stop trying to save him. You can go in and get on him anyway. Yeah, and we know that he's not 20%. Okay. This is okay. Now I'm gonna put this out here right now. So since we've been talking about this, now for me, your ass is in trouble if you asking for this 2-fight thing. Because now, see, now I thought about it since we had the discussion. Now I can think about it. So if whoever needs a 2-fight tune-up, if indeed they get a championship fight afterwards, just for getting those 2 fights, that's 10 to 20% less on your championship fight for your ass. Especially if somebody got to wait. Think about it. Now, so hear this whole thing out. So if you're going to wait, so if you got to fight his weight, I just want to fight him. And he going to let you get 2 fights during the year before you fight him, then you get less money. You get less money. I'm sorry, because for me, your ass pulled a professional duck move. Like chicken, like running. You pulled a professional one. Because you didn't want to get right back in because everybody talking about, I'm about that action. Or what action you about if you about to fight Glass Joe and you about to fight a guy named Sherry Cotton Ball Smith. His name is even Sherry. That's who you about to fight. But then you want full pay when you get to the championship. No, you lose out just because of that. Because that's almost like a buy or something. No, you get a buy. Well, you gonna bypass some of that damn money. That's right. Yeah. But King Louis said, "Oh God, I'm finna cook this shit tonight." Yeah, that's right, Louis. Hey, you get the ass, Louis. Yeah, Louis, come in here, Louis will follow up. Especially if I don't roast your ass, if I don't get the shit out there good enough, Louis, come back. I'm gonna try to see you, man. I'm at least catch the replay. Believe me, I'm gonna come in and give my thumbs up. That's for sure, man. Because I know I got to work a little bit, so gotta take whatever little work I can get, man. Surf Flame crying. Yeah, but that whole shit though, man. Believe me, y'all not gonna get away with this. Y'all playing us as fans again. And y'all not getting away with this shit. You got to take a pay cut. I'm sorry. You taking a pay cut if you going to bring your ass in here. And like I said, you fighting a guy named Sherry Cotton Candy Welsh. You fighting his ass and you fighting Glass Joe. And then you want the full check when it come to pay your ass, now you want the full check. Get your ass out of here. Huh? Get your ass completely out of here. You want the full check. Oh, we already supplemented you a couple of times. Now you want the full check now? I'm going to make television hot for a little bit. Then we're going to try to get this pay-per-view afterwards. No, get your ass out. You're going to mess around. And you're going to mess around and Sherry, Cotton Candy Wells, is going to mess around, step up, and do something that nobody ever seen him do before. And then what happens? Because you're probably not going to have a rematch clause, because guess what? You was looking past him. You was looking at him like a buy. Yeah, Louis said, "Oh God, amigo." Yeah, Louis go fry, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my brother Louis, man. Louis gonna throw some smoke out there tonight. He gonna throw smoke. Yep, he got that vision. Louis gonna throw the smoke out there tonight, man. Y'all make sure y'all go in there and laugh with me at King. King about to roast. Yep, he about to get that ass. Yeah, so make sure y'all go check out Louis, man. Yep. Cause we need to though, man. Cause this one here, I shouldn't even be letting this one live. I shouldn't even let this one live down. Matter of fact, cause we kind of skimmed over it. We didn't even really get into it, but all these, cause there's too many divisions, and all I'm hollering about fighting. I'm gonna fight somebody else. See, and then somebody trying to put Ruiz on my BCD page, want me to put him on there. I said I'm not gonna put him on there. He just been touched by Wilder only. If he get touched up again, then I put him on there. But if he ain't getting touched by nobody else and he's still getting ducked, he's still the damn boogeyman. Get out of here. He's still the boogeyman. Yeah. So he's still the damn boogeyman. So y'all get the hell all the way away from Eagles Web with that. Yeah, because he's still the boogeyman, man. So it is what it is on that. But he's the boogeyman, and he's doing the boogeyman type things by keeping people's asses scared. I don't want to fight him. Oh, I need a warm-up. You just fought 2 championship fights. Now you need a warm-up. Get your ass out here with all these warm-ups and stuff, man. Y'all can completely miss me completely with that. I need to get these warm-ups. No, there ain't no warm-ups. You already warm enough. Stretch your ass out and do some jumping jacks. Hit that rope a little bit, hit that speed bag, a heavy bag, and go a couple of rounds, and that you warmed up. Because isn't that what training is? Isn't training warming up? Get your ass trained up. You got great trainers. See, y'all killing all the arguments about past fighters and fighters now, because past fighters didn't come off of. They come off of like no matter how long. Shit, I come off for 2 years. I want that action. But that's different coming off a year or two. 2 years off. Yeah, I need a couple of fights. Yeah, that's different. But a lot of times they still came back and fought, even if they lost. I ain't scared of your ass because I was out for a while. We just get this in. Everybody was still worried. They not saying it, but they still worried about their little record. I don't want to lose too many fights. It's too late. A lot of you haven't hit 40 fights and already lost 2, 3, 4 fights. So the record thing has shit to do with it. So let's stop it. Get your ass in there and fight. That's it. Yeah, that's true too, though. But we ain't gonna be out no 2 years, though, Louis. He said I disagree a little, Eagle. Said we don't know how long we gonna be out, fam. But they talking about, and see, this is another thing Louis bringing up. I don't want to talk about this part, Louis, but I have to bring this out. This is in case people don't know. So we got this situation, right? And we got a city. I'm gonna just call it ethnic. I'm gonna call the city ethnic, Atlanta, right? So why am I hearing that Atlanta is being used for an experiment of opening back up the country? Now, I don't know if y'all heard about that, but does that sound right to anybody? Or does that sound kind of non-ethical? Because that's a big city. That's not no little small town or nothing like that. So if you're going to do that, why not? Shouldn't you do a little, don't you do small batches when something like that happens? Shouldn't you do a small town? You see what I mean? Like Butte, Montana or something like that. Shouldn't you do like a small town first? Or you just jump in with an ethnic city like that? I just want my web to think, man. Yep, I just want y'all to think. Yeah. Yeah. So we just gotta. It just see. And and I gotta go, man. I can't because I've been on it for a long time. But I gotta go. But it's like I like to leave you guys with like a lot like little seeds outside, little gems, and little seeds out of boxing to keep you aware of other things too, man. Cause we can always do this boxing, man. But it's just other information we need to get out sometime, man. And I know, like I said, man, people get mad at me. Oh, this ain't the forum. I know this ain't the forum, man. I'm not gonna cut off and go to my other channel to talk about this and stuff because I'm talking to y'all. It's a hand. Y'all like family too, man. Shit, I'm talking to y'all about it, man. Somebody get mad, man. Kiss my tail, man. I don't care, man. Just get mad at Eagles Web if you want to, man. But it's out there. I'm not the one to put it out there. I'm just bringing it up. Somebody might have missed it. I just want to get an opinion of what people feel about it. And it sounds dirty. Okay? You shouldn't say that. In my opinion, it just don't sound right. It sounds dirty to do that. Yep. That's right. Look to Don said, open Idaho Falls first. Yeah, he said I got babies in the ATL. Y'all stupid, man. But anyway, man, let Eagle get up out of here, man. Eagle been here a long time, man. Let me get up out of here, man. It's a nice little burn on for the Friday, man. Y'all check out Louis tonight, man. Louis said he gonna cook some more. Louis said he got to put it out there. He got to put the information out there. So y'all go check out brother Louis tonight, man. He said he gonna be on 8 Central Time, around 8ish. You know, when we say a certain time, we don't always be exact. He might be a few minutes before, and he might be a few minutes after. I know, but I gotta go though, Don. Yeah, what I hold on to y'all know I'm gonna hold the information, man. Anything come up, man. Like I said, I can talk a long time about the other stuff that I'm supposed to talk about, but I talk about this boxing. But we gonna get back at another time, man. But you're right, we don't know we're gonna get back to it, but we're gonna try. Hopefully, we're gonna get back to it, man. But anyway, man, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. Man, nothing but blessings.